Hello and welcome to this video. Recently Talanpic, or Carlos from Spain, asked me if I knew a good source for springs. The best that I could do was to search the internet for offers. So I found some that were selling springs, but there were not so many. And they only sell within United Kingdom or United States, or with incredible high shipment rates to Germany or maybe also to Spain. So that was the best that I could do, and I was asking myself what I would do if I needed some spare springs or pins, for example. And I thought it's not a big deal. I just asked the big lock manufacturers here in Germany, so they will have plenty of springs and pins, and they will be able to send some of them to me. But it's not true. They don't sell to private persons. They only sell to professionals. And so I was, they told me to ask at the local locksmiths here around my area, and that's what I did. And when I called them, I not only asked for springs or pins, I also asked for used locks, broken locks, or other items that they don't need anymore and could be of any use for me. And most of them denied. But today I met an awesome guy at a locksmith shop, and I will tell you from that event, from that appointment. On the phone he said, "Okay, no problem. I have some here in my box of stuff that we usually throw away, and you just can come and have a look at it and take whatever you want." So then I entered his shop, and he brought me his box, and that's the first stuff that I dragged out. Some keys. Sometimes I need keys. I can just throw them away if I really don't need them, but now I have it and maybe they can be of any use later. Here are some wafer locks from letter boxes, I guess. And there is one ABUS that I found. And he said there will be more Euro cylinders in the next week or in 2 weeks, because then he has finished his work exchanging at a huge place where he equips all the doors with new locks, and then there will be a lot of old and used Euro cylinders for me. So he will take them aside for me, and I just have to ask them next week or in 2 weeks, and then there will be more of this. And another small lock without key. And while I was searching through his box, I also asked him for other help, because for example I have this nice Yale, and I needed a key. So this was the Yale with the spider nest here in the hole. And he was searching through his keys, and he said if it's a Yale, then maybe this BKS blank will fit, and it does. It's just a little bit too short, so it fits, but it's too short, as you can see. But I can file away the end here, so this part here, and then it will fit, no problem. So I got that, and then I showed him this lockwood here, and I also need a blank as that to make a working key. And he dragged out his this CES. That's the best that he could find for this lock. Might not be working because it's maybe not tall enough, as you can see, but it depends on the key pins. So I will figure out if this will work. And finally, there is the Linse padlock, where Papa Gleb was so kind to make me 2 impression keys, and I asked him to transfer the bidding here on the steel blank, and that's of course something that he could easily do, so no big deal. So I got that, and I was continuing searching in his box, and I found these parts as well, so some springs and pins. Very nice. And when he was looking at me and when he recognized that I was so happy when I found all these pins and springs, he said, okay, maybe I have something more for you. And he brought his big box of pins, pinning kits, and he said, actually, I do not make, I do not pin so many locks anymore, and I don't need actually so many pins. So here you have a bag of spare pins that I actually don't need anymore. I'm happy if you can use it, because it just occupies space, and yeah, I don't need it anymore. And here are some more different lengths, and yeah, here are some more also different lengths, and even more, and another bag, and another bag, all key pins of different length. Awesome, awesome, really great. And of course I forgot to give you the drivers. Here are some drivers, some security pins, spools, as you can see. So I got that. I was really happy at that point already. Then he said, I think you need clips. Oh, did you mention clips? And I mentioned clips. He said, I can give you these clips. No big deal. I have enough clips, and I don't need so many clips. Here you can have it. And then he said, oh, did you mention springs? I think you mentioned springs. And he had this big bag of springs. And he was asking me, how many springs do you need? And I said, well, I can use as many springs as you are willing to give me. And then he was so kind to make me these 2 bags of springs for me. And yeah, he gave me all of that. And finally, I asked him for new locks, because I currently, I'm planning to make a comparison of the picking resistance of new locks, because we usually have used locks that we pick. And so I bought these 3 new, actually cheap locks from different manufacturers, Eva, Wilka, and Abus. So let's start with the Abus. It's a C83. That's the bitting, not too bad. Then we have the Eva, great restricted keyway. Bitting is fantastic, as you can see. That will be a challenge to pick. And that's the Wilka. Also pretty good bitting. Yeah, so I bought the 3 new locks. Then I asked him what else, what I have to pay for all these items. And he said, well, nothing. I'm happy that you have it, and that you can, that you have fun with it, and that you can use it. And I only had to pay for the 3 new locks, and nothing more. So that was a fantastic day. So now I have more springs actually than I need. But these springs are a little bit shorter than normal springs. So maybe I can show you the comparison here. You can see that they are a little bit shorter. But they do work. So I tested them. Here is a dome housing. There is a spring already in it. So here is the new spring, and I just I show you that it's a little bit sunken inside, as you can see. When I take a very short driver, that's a short driver, as you can see. I think this will work. So if we really need some more pressure, I can always use two of them or straighten one. I think they are pretty useful. So I think now I have really more than I need, and yeah, if you need some springs or also pins, I can give you some. If I do not receive too many requests, I think I can I can give you some. Just let me know, and yeah, I will send you a letter. So yeah, I'm really happy, and yeah, happy picking for you, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.